A Culpa é das Estrelas.
The Fault in Your Stars is a total drama based on the book by John Green.
Hazel Grace é uma adolescente como muitas outras. Inteligente, irônica e apaixonada por livros, mas há algo que a torna diferente. Hazel vive com câncer terminal nos pulmões desde os 13 anos de idade. E ela sabe que a sua vida tem prazo de validade. E por isso vive de forma contida, com poucos amigos e muitos pensamentos profundos.
Mas tudo começa a mudar quando ela conhece Augustus Walters, um garoto espirituoso, encantador e cheio de vida. Mesmo após ter perdido uma perna para osteosarcoma, eles se conhecem em um grupo de apoio para jovens com câncer e a partir dali constroem uma conexão única.
The story shows how love and can grow even in the hardest moment.
Hazel apresenta a Augustus seu livro favorito, Uma Aflição Imperial, um romance que termina de forma abrupta. Intrigado, Augustus decide investigar o final da história, e isso os leva até Amsterdã, numa viagem que transformará suas vidas para sempre.
Lá, entre passeios pelos canais, visitas à casa de Anne Frank e jantares à luz de velas, Hazel e Augustus descobrem o amor. Um amor intenso, mesmo em meio à fragilidade da vida, mas também descobrem verdades difíceis. O autor do livro é decepcionante. A doença de Augustus está de volta e o tempo deles juntos é mais curto do que imaginava.
The film deals with themes like death, hope, friendship, and the value of life. Ainda assim, em meio à dor, surge a beleza. Augustus escreve uma carta para Hazel pouco antes de morrer. Ela diz que alguns infinitos são maiores que os outros, e que foi um privilégio ter seu coração partido por ela. One of the most memorable quotes from the movie is, "Some infinites are bigger than are infinites."
A Culpa é das Estrelas é mais do que uma história de amor. É uma reflexão profunda sobre a vida, a morte e os infinitos que existem dentro de cada momento. Um filme que nos ensina que mesmo quando não podemos escolher o final da nossa história, ainda podemos escolher quem vai nos acompanhar até lá.
Even if life is short, true love leaves eternal marks on the hearts of those who feel it.
Ask Shailene and Ansel, what scene are you the most excited to see on the big screen?
We've already seen those scenes on the big screen.
So what was the
best?
What popped?
You know what scene I actually really love? We've said this before, but was the love scene, because it's to me very different than most love scenes in quote unquote young adult films. It's treated with integrity, and I think oftentimes, you know, our society looks at teenagers and sort of discredits their love, or they say, oh, it's cute, it's puppy love, like they don't know what real love is. And then you look at adults and you're like, are you actually happy? You know,
Is this real love?
Is this real love? Because if that's a real love, that's not what I want. And you look at, you know, younger people who are in love, and if the older we get, the more in our heads we get, and we're not really available for others as much. And when you're younger, that love is so pure. And also, teenagers are incredibly passionate. And I love that in their intimate scene, they're passionate with one another, and they're a little bit awkward and a little bit uncomfortable, but not too uncomfortable, not too awkward. And I just thought it was handled with such care, and the way that Josh, you decided to film it, and the lighting that our cinematographer Ben Richardson, it was just, I thought it was really special and unique.
That's my favorite scene in the movie too, and I love the egging scene.
Yeah.
Mr. Wolf.
Yeah. I love all the Amsterdam stuff so much. Like, I feel like the movie's really building to that, and it's the first place where when Augustus tells Hazel that he is in love with her. Yeah. And I really love the way that scene came out, and it's just like so magical, the whole Amsterdam experience. Like, they really needed Amsterdam. Like, it's like the payoff. And then they go back to
spoilers.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, you know,
I have to do that all the time with that thing.
So, I know. So let me ask you one more question, and then we're going to go to the press. But coming off of this, you know, people call it a young adult love story. To me, it's just a love story, kind of coming. And for me, growing up, this love story would have been Love Story with Ally McGraw and Ryan O'Neal. It seems to me that every generation has that kind of love story. Question, do you agree? Laura?
Well, you know, something Sam and I have been talking about a lot today is how John gives us an opportunity to collectively share as moviegoers and certainly obviously first as readers this experience of what it is to love. And each of us come in with our own experience of love and the fact that there is bravery to love because there is inevitably an end game in life. And how do we navigate through that with great bravery? And so I'm so moved by their love story, and it does redefine as the great love story to me in literature and in movies. But also, there's a parallel love story which you don't see, which is the love of your child and the love of your parents. And that equally, these parents worry about giving everything to their child, but the child's so worried about the parents being okay. So love is redefined, and to see a friendship between two young men like this is unparalleled. So it's just, it's a love
fest, a lot of love.
Like it is between us.
That is the other love story that I was a little bit conscious of when writing the book, but I think comes out really well in the movie. I think like Josh did a great job bringing it out, but I think Sam and Laura did a great job bringing it out, which is the love between these two parents who have a tremendous obstacle in their love because they have this sick kid, but they hold on. They hold on to each other. They find a way through it. And that was very moving to me watching the movie. Like, as a parent, that's what really got me watching the movie.
Me too. We're going to go to another press question. Hi.
Besides the great love story, what also inspires people about this story is that it's about pursuing a dream, not giving up, and having the dream in some ways turn out differently than you thought it would be. And I'd really like to hear the casting story about Shailene, because in a way you didn't give up on this role. What was the scene that you read that convinced Josh to give you this role? Because there's been a lot of interviews where you said you weren't sure if she was right for it at first.
She did the eulogy scene. I mean, I loved her. I thought she was an amazing actress, but I was just like, she wasn't 16. It just was, I mean, I saw a lot of people, but when she actually did her audition and did that eulogy scene, the first thing I thought after like maybe a minute and a half was, why did I make this so hard on myself? Because we saw so many people, and she was absolutely hands down, I knew within 2 minutes, and as soon as she left the room, it's like, all right, get on the phone, let's do it. So yeah, she just killed us.
You have to talk into the mic, please. Okay.
In what ways did this experience, any of the people involved in the movie can answer this, did it turn out better for you? Because this is a dream come true for a lot of people.
Nat, can we pull a question, an answer out of you?
No. No, just kidding. Sorry, what was it? What did it say again?
Did it turn out better than you expected?
I mean, the thing.
Thank you, John.
I mean, what John and I have been talking about today is that obviously we wanted to be as faithful to the book, and that the book was kind of already like a movie in some ways. It was so cinematic as a book. But then also we just wanted to make a good movie that stands alone, without, even if you haven't read the book, that it's a good movie. And I'm just so proud to be in this, on this panel with this talented group of people.
It's a great crew. Okay, we're going to go with a Tumblr question.
Hi, Tumblr.
Hi, Tumblr. What stays and what fades, asks everyone. If you could sit and chat over pizza with one character, who would it be?
Peter Van Houten for me.
Sisyphus the hamster?
So
Sisyphus the hamster.
As long as it's Defoe.
Anna's mom.
Anna's mom.
John?
Oh, for me, it would definitely be Hazel. Yeah, it would definitely be Hazel. But like one of the great pleasures of making this movie is that I feel like on multiple occasions I did get to have dinner with all the characters in the story. You know, I mean, that was so magical to me to get to watch all of these people become the people I'd imagined. It was really special.
Anybody else? Hazel talking to Hazel?
Yeah, you know, I actually probably, I feel like I resonate more with, when I was Hazel and Gus's age, more with Gus, in the sense of I always felt like there was something to do in the world, or how am I going to change the world, or what am I going to, like, what's my mission going to be, or my this or my that, and I think that's a very common theme when you're that age of, like, trying to figure out who you are and what you're going to do with your life to be remembered and to be important. And I was so moved by Hazel and her ability to recognize at such a young age that it's not about that. I mean, she's the least narcissistic person I've ever met in my life, which is why maybe she doesn't actually exist. But, but I would love to sit down and have a little conversation.
I think I want to sit down with my girlfriend who dumps me and say, "What the hell?"
Yeah, I want to be.
Yeah.
We all want to talk to her.
Yeah.
Okay, there's some spoilers that might have hurt that
That's all right.
relationship.
That's in the first like 17 pages. That's okay.
Yeah.
So maybe feeling her up in the parking lot was not like something that she wanted to go forward on. You know?
Yeah, I mean, judging from that makeout scene, Nat, I know why she dumped you.
I hate to say it.
Yeah.
Lesson learned. Okay, and we're going to go to another press question.
Hi, this is Christine from Belgium. Can you talk a little bit about shooting in Amsterdam, and what did you guys do when you guys were off? And did you have time to go to Belgium at all?
No, we were almost never off. I think we really only had one free day where we weren't shooting at the very, very end. So we were, I mean, it was amazing. It was a lot of fun. But yeah, we didn't have a lot of free time. We didn't go to Belgium.
We had a really great dinner. We had an amazing dinner at the restaurant De Cas, and we got to eat, but that was about it. I've been to Belgium many times because when I was writing The Fault in Our Stars, I lived for a while in Amsterdam, and I frequently took the train to Antwerp or Brussels because I like to write on trains, and it's a lovely country.
It's pretty magical.
Yeah, I loved Amsterdam so much.
It didn't rain the whole time.
Yeah, I mean,
There's something romantic about the rain, you know, when you're like cuddled up together and it's foggy, and fog sort of like wakes you up slowly, and so there's this sort of romantic nature to the time we spent
like
there.
less people are outside, like the city feels more yours. I mean, like as Hazel and Augustus, we rode in a boat down the canals, and there's a scene of us looking around and just taking in the city, and that was a really amazing moment for me. Just like there, arm around Shailene, like one of my really good friends, and it was one of the last days of shooting, actually, and it was just such an amazing moment to think this is where this journey has taken me. Now I'm in Amsterdam going down a canal with Shailene, and this amazing experience is almost over, and I can't